Chapter 4: The Hounds. The abandoned meatpacking district sat silent beneath the rain. Rust covered the chain-link fences surrounding the old warehouses. Broken windows stared out into the darkness like hollow eyes, and puddles of black water reflected the distant glow of the city skyline. Marcus walked through the empty loading yard slowly, heavy boots striking wet concrete. One step, then another. The sound echoed through the industrial silence with steady, predatory rhythm. He followed the trail effortlessly now. Tiny details guided him forward. Fresh tire marks cutting through puddles, mud disturbed near a side entrance, ash from cheap cigarettes scattered beside a loading dock. The black fabric scrap remained clenched tightly in his hand. Close. They were close. Marcus stopped near Warehouse 12. The massive steel structure loomed above him, dark except for a faint red glow leaking through cracked windows near the roof. Voices echoed faintly inside, laughing, relaxed. They didn't know he was coming. Marcus stepped toward the side entrance. The chain was chained shut. He grabbed the chain, pulled once. The metal snapped apart instantly. The sound echoed sharply through the warehouse. Inside, silence, then movement. Did you hear that? Marcus stepped into darkness. The smell hit immediately. Rotting meat, oil, blood. The warehouse interior stretched endlessly beneath hanging hooks and rusted conveyor rails. A single exit sign glowed red at the far end of the room, bathing everything in dim crimson light. Footsteps approached. Two men emerged between the hanging plastic curtains. Black clothing, masks lowered around their necks. Hounds. One reached for a pistol immediately. Marcus moved first. Fast. Too fast. The world slowed around him. Not literally, but his mind processed everything with horrifying clarity. Shoulder rotation, finger tension, trigger pressure, trajectory. Marcus grabbed the man's wrist before the gun cleared the holster. Twisted. A sickening crack exploded through the warehouse. The man screamed. Marcus drove his elbow into the side of his neck. Another crack. The body collapsed instantly. The second hound barely had time to react. Marcus stepped inside the man's reach smoothly, one hand catching the barrel of the weapon while the other slammed upward beneath his jaw. Teeth shattered. The hound stumbled backward. Marcus swept his leg. The knee bent sideways with a wet snap. The hand hit the ground, screaming. Gunfire erupted deeper inside the warehouse. Marcus turned. 3 more hounds rushed through the shadows near the processing floor. Muzzle flashes lit the darkness. Marcus moved before the shots fully registered. His body flowed instinctively now. Precise, efficient, inhumanly controlled. He slid behind the hanging meat hook as bullets ripped through the plastic sheathing around him. His eyes tracked angles automatically. Distance, timing, weak points. One gunman advanced too aggressively. Marcus exploded forward. A single strike crushed the man's throat. Another turned. Marcus caught the incoming arm, redirected the barrel upward, and fired the shot directly through the third man behind him. Blood sprayed across hanging chains. The final attacker panicked. Marcus saw it instantly. The hesitation, the fear, the slight shift in footing. He closed the distance before the man could fire again. 3 strikes, ribs, throat, temple. The hound collapsed lifeless onto the concrete floor. Silence returned. Only Marcus's breathing remained. Heavy, controlled. The red exit sign flickered overhead. Bodies littered the warehouse floor beneath swaying hooks and drifting smoke. Marcus stood motionless in the center of it all. His knuckles bled. His ribs still hurt. Pain pulsed through every movement. But beneath it, focus. Cold and absolute. A noise came from deeper inside the warehouse. Running footsteps. Marcus turned sharply. One more. The last hound sprinted toward a side office near the loading docks. Marcus followed instantly. The man slammed through the office door. Marcus hit it a second later. The wood exploded inward. The hound reached desperately for a shotgun leaning against a desk. Marcus grabbed him from behind and drove him violently into the wall. The concrete cracked. The shotgun clattered away. "Wait!" Marcus slammed his forearm against the man's throat, pinning him hard enough that his feet lifted off the ground. "Where is my daughter?" The hound gasped desperately. I don't know." Marcus tightened his grip. The hound choked violently. "Where is my daughter?" Fear flooded the hound's eyes. Real fear. Not of death. Of something else. "They already moved her." Marcus's eyes narrowed. "Who?" The hound trembled. "The Ascendants." The name settled into the room like poison. Marcus pressed harder. "Where?" "I don't know the final site, I swear. Only the higher circles know." Marcus noticed it then, burned on the man's wrist. A symbol, an eclipsed sun, black circle swallowing gold. Marcus stared at it silently. Cult branding, organized, deliberate. Not random monsters, a system. His eyes shifted toward the desk nearby. An open ledger sat beneath a flickering lamp, pages covered in symbols, schedules, locations, and one phrase repeated over and over again: the celestial convergence. Beneath it, a countdown, 63 remaining. Marcus felt coldness spread through him. Not confusion, understanding. This wasn't kidnapping, it was preparation, a ritual. The hound started crying beneath Marcus's grip. "You don't understand. They'll kill all of us if they know I talked." Marcus looked at him slowly. "No," he said. "You already talked." The hound's face broke in terror. The lights in the room flickered once. Then darkness swallowed the room.